Hello, Ed Dumancas, Wing Chun, and Josh. So here we are, training at the park. It's been a while since our last video. In fact, maybe 8 to 10 months ago. I can't remember now. Like everyone else, we're struggling here, trying to figure out the COVID rules and just really slowed things down. Then of course we had winter, and that didn't help either. But and if you look around today, it's raining here in Washington. So, but still good day to train. Anyway, the last time that we did our video, Josh and I, the focus was on 3 basic movements: Tandar, Jatdar, Gandar. And I forgot to do the Gandar, the last video. So we're not going to forget today. But also, I want to maybe clear up some things that maybe weren't that good the last video. So that way, might be a little bit more helpful to you. But before we begin, if you like what you hear and see, please press the like button, join us, and there'll be more videos to come. Now, for a basic new student, of course, we will teach that person, please, Yi Ji Kyun Ma. He'll get into that stance, right? That's how the new guy looks like, or the new woman, new practitioner, right? How to do that. And he's well-grounded. I can't even move him. And solid, but relaxed. So, but as we get better, and this is for any art, by the way, as you get better, you need to challenge your art. You need to find out what works, what does not. How do you do it? You go through that through practice, right? So movements that you don't particularly care for, you keep working at it, and hopefully you will get better. So, go ahead, relax. So, and then we get into today with the MMA environment. Most people won't stand like that. Most people will stand like a boxer, kickboxer or whatever. So we should be able to do that as well. So for me, as a practitioner, Josh as well, we have that basic Wing Chun stance, but then we begin to explore as we get better something more specific. Like, how do I get into a fighting stance, and how do I make it work? How do I make all these movements work through practice, even if it's difficult? Gotta keep trying. So, we went through Tandar. I'm not sure what the Tandar is like. Just pivot over Tandar. Tandar, really basic movement, right? Jatdar, right? Jatdar, right? Pakdar, right? Step in top, slap block, and Gandar. Good. These are basic movements, but now we're going to try to practice it through movement, right? How does it look? How does it feel? What kind of hip rotation is necessary to get this to work and to feel good about the movements? One thing that's important, at least with us Wing Chun guys, I don't care if it's a left hand punch, I don't care if it's a right hand punch, I don't care if it's a straight punch, a hook, a low punch. Okay, I cannot care. I've got to make it work. All I care about is my angle. Give you an example. So, and for the sake of the example, I'll call out the movement. I'll ask Josh to throw me a particular punch, just so I can explain this to you. So we got into a fighting stance. I think I told you last time I like the mirroring approach, meaning, he's got an orthodox stance, left leg lead. I'll do the same thing, right? Well, suppose he switched to a southpaw, right? Unorthodox, same thing. I don't care. I really don't care, right? But anyway, Josh gets into his stance, and he's going to do a straight punch for me, right? Remember, I don't care about the punch, because all I care about is angle. So he throws me the straight punch, right? Outside. Outside, that's all I did. That was my first approach, outside. I don't care about the punch. I'm going to do the same thing, right? But on the inside, right? So but here's the deal. Throw that punch again, right? Look at that cross right away. I better know what to do. right? That's where the angles matter. Throw that straight punch again, right? On the outside. I don't have to worry about that cross. Well, maybe he might try to swing it out. In which case, I should know what to do, right? So, us Wing Chun guys, we don't care. If he throws a straight punch, left leg lead, with the left hand, I'll block it inside, outside. For me though, I'm a little old, so I'm not young anymore. Josh is a young man, young and strong. But you're the young guys, I call this the young man approach. Not too much brain. Sorry for you young guys out there. But big balls, they don't care. Right down your middle, right? So you do the same thing. I do the same thing, but I have to know, right, that cross may come through. In which case, I need to know how to approach it, right? So, but in the old man way, like me, right? Same thing, right? On the outside. So that way I can stay close to him. And if that cross comes through, that's okay. I can work it. A little safer, right? So remember now, you don't care. Whether it's you're an MMA guy, you got to make these techniques work. If you're a karate guy, the outside, inside punch, block, you got to make it work. And you just have to understand, where is my angles? Where am I in relationship to him or to her, right? So, what about the roundhouse punch, right? Same thing. He gets into his stance, I get into my stance. Tandar. Now, here's the thing. This is key. My block is only this big. His punch, don't hit me, but swing it. It's coming around. Try that again. Swing that punch. It's coming around. Claire from Texas. We're here in Washington State. So, what do I do to make that work? There's hip movement that needs to be used. So, you may not see it. I'm going to try to over-example it and pivot my hip. So that way, I can stop it. Also, my block needs to be as heavy as my punch. So they are equal, right? Not heavy punch and then soft block. So I'm going to do a soft block and see what happens to Josh's punch, right? Oh, I deserve that punch in the head. That hurt, right? Face blocks work. They do. I don't like them. I go home with a black eye. So you execute your hip, right? So when I'm approaching the movement, right, it's this. And not only am I doing this for this block, right, I'm also using the hip to throw the punch. One more thing about the tandar. I want to work his elbow. Okay? So as he's throwing the punch, this is what I want to attack. This part here, not here. Here. Lock that in place. So that way I stop the punch. If I allow him that full swing, and I capture his wrist, I'm going to collapse. Even with hip rotation. If he does a full rotation and I capture him here, I'm capturing his elbow. Trying to stop this part of the arm and the pivot. Okay? Now, we just did an inside. So, if he throws me that punch, right? That other punch is still available, right? I've got to know what he's going to do. If I'm fast enough, I come in. But what if he does a 1-2? A 1-2 punch, right? I better know how to cover it. So, again, young man syndrome, big ones. Not too much between the ears, right down his middle. The straight that's across in play. I've got to make sure I understand that, right? So we just did hot. Oh wait, hold on now. I said left or right, I didn't care, right? I did not care. So what if, so if you do the other hand, same thing, right? Same thing. Just different angle. Or different side, same angle. So what about trying to keep it straight, right? Well, the tandar would be a straight punch. In which case, he does a straight punch on me, and then I hit the outside. Okay, so important thing to go. Anyway, I'm gonna have to come back to this. We'll do another one, another segment right after this. We'll take a quick break. Edward Dumancas, Fame on Wing Chun, and Josh, signing out.